Welcome back to Car Trend, where we dive into the most iconic machines on four wheels. Today, we're stepping back in time, into the golden era of American trucks, to take a close look at a true classic, the 1972 Chevrolet C10 pickup truck. If you've never heard of the C10, don't worry, you're about to learn why this machine stands as a symbol of durability, simplicity, and unmistakable style. Let's start with the obvious. The 1972 model year marked the final chapter of what enthusiasts call the action line generation of Chevy pickups, trucks that ran from 1967 through 1972. During this period, Chevrolet shifted its approach. Trucks were no longer just rugged workhorses, they became more refined, more comfortable, and yes, more stylish. The C10 was a part of that vision. Now, under the hood of the C10, things got serious. Buyers had several engine options to choose from in 1972, but the star of the show was the available 350 cubic inch V8, an engine known for reliability, torque, and that deep American growl. It made hauling and towing a breeze while offering a driving experience that was surprisingly smooth for a truck of its time. Depending on the configuration, you could get up to 175 horsepower, which back then, was more than enough to get the job done. One thing that truly stands out on the C10 is its clean, squared-off body lines. The design is all about straightforward function, but there's a timeless beauty to its simplicity. That classic horizontal grille, the round headlights, and those strong, confident fenders, it's the kind of design that doesn't try too hard, but still turns heads. And in 1972, Chevrolet gave it a few final year updates, including a more refined front grille, and improved interior materials, setting it apart from earlier years. Step inside, and you'll find a cabin that was considered quite upscale for a truck in the early 70s. There's a large, simple dash layout with clearly marked gauges, a bench seat that feels like it belongs in a classic diner, and enough legroom to remind you that comfort wasn't an afterthought. While modern trucks are filled with touchscreens and tech, the C10 keeps things analog, and that's part of its charm. Every switch, every knob, every sound tells a story. Now, you might be wondering, why does this truck matter today? Well, first off, the 1972 C10 is part of a rapidly vanishing breed. These trucks were built to work, and many of them were driven hard and long, which means finding one in good shape is becoming harder every year. Restored models, especially those with factory V8s and matching numbers, are climbing in value fast. And it's not just collectors, weekend warriors, vintage truck fans, and even younger gearheads are starting to realize what a gem this truck really is. Let's talk about driving. When you're behind the wheel of a well-kept C10, you immediately feel the difference. There's no artificial weight to the steering. There are no complex electronics deciding what the throttle should do. You control everything. The feedback from the road, the rumble of the engine, the way the truck leans into corners, it's pure, mechanical, honest driving. It reminds you of a time when vehicles were built with steel, sweat, and soul. And don't forget about the bed. With an 8-foot-long cargo area, the C10 was ready for anything, whether that was hauling lumber, loading up for a weekend at the lake, or just helping a neighbor move. Unlike many of today's pickups, where bed space is compromised for cab luxury, this truck was still very much a tool, and a damn good one at that. The beauty of the C10 lies not in flashy performance numbers or cutting-edge design, but in its unshakable identity. It knew what it was. A hard-working, good-looking, American-made pickup. And that's exactly why it stood the test of time. So if you ever come across a 1972 Chevrolet C10, take a second look. Whether it's sitting in a barn, cruising to a car show, or rumbling down a back road, that truck represents a piece of history. A bridge between the bare-bones work trucks of the past and the comfort-driven machines of the modern era. Thanks for watching Car Trend. If you love classic trucks as much as we do, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more timeless automotive content, and let us know in the comments, what's your favorite vintage pickup of all time. Until next time, keep your wheels turning and your engines running.